Known as the death cap, Amanita phalloides is one of the most notorious mushrooms in the world and a prominent member of the Amanitaceae family. This woodland species appears from late summer through autumn, forming mycorrhizal partnerships with a variety of deciduous and coniferous trees. Recognizable by its smooth greenish to olive-colored cap, white gills, prominent ring, and sac-like vulva at the base of the stem, it is responsible for the majority of fatal mushroom poisonings worldwide, making accurate identification essential for anyone interested in wild fungi. Amanita phalloides is a deadly poisonous mushroom and should never be consumed under any circumstances. Despite its often attractive appearance and its resemblance to several edible species, it contains highly potent toxins known as amatoxins, which can cause severe and irreversible damage to the liver and kidneys. One of the most dangerous aspects of death cap poisoning is the delayed onset of symptoms. After ingestion, a person may appear completely well for several hours before developing intense gastrointestinal distress, including nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and severe diarrhea. This symptom-free period often delays medical treatment and can worsen the outcome. Even small amounts of the mushroom can contain enough toxins to cause life-threatening poisoning. Cooking, drying, freezing, or other common food preparation methods do not destroy these toxins, meaning the mushroom remains equally dangerous regardless of how it is prepared. Historically, Amanita phalloides has been responsible for the majority of fatal mushroom poisonings worldwide. Many cases result from accidental misidentification, as it can resemble edible mushrooms at certain stages of development, particularly to inexperienced foragers. For this reason, Amanita phalloides is regarded as one of the most important mushrooms to recognize and avoid. Its significance lies not in culinary value, but in its role as a critical species for mushroom identification and public safety. Amanita phalloides is a medium to large mushroom whose appearance can vary considerably, making careful observation of all features essential. The cap typically measures between 5 to 15 centimeters in diameter and begins rounded or egg-shaped before expanding into a convex to nearly flat form. Its color is usually olive green, yellow-green, or pale greenish-brown, although some specimens can appear much lighter, ranging from almost cream-colored to yellowish tones. The cap surface is generally smooth and slightly sticky when moist. The gills are one of the species' most distinctive characteristics. They are pure white, crowded, and remain free from the stem throughout the mushroom's development. Unlike many other mushrooms, the gills do not darken significantly with age, helping to maintain their bright white appearance even in mature specimens. The stem is typically white to pale greenish and ranges from 8 to 20 centimeters in height. A prominent white ring, known as an annulus, is usually present on the upper portion of the stem, although it may become damaged or disappear in older specimens. The stem often widens toward the base, forming a bulbous structure that is partially buried in the soil. Perhaps the most important identification feature is the vulva, a white sac-like structure that surrounds the base of the stem. This remnant of the universal veil is often hidden beneath soil, leaf litter, or moss and can be overlooked if the mushroom is pulled from the ground carelessly. For this reason, complete excavation of the base is critical when identifying any suspected Amanita species. The flesh is white, firm, and generally does not change color when cut or bruised. Young specimens may be enclosed within a whitish veil, giving them an egg-like appearance before the cap expands and the stem elongates. The odor can vary depending on age. Younger mushrooms often have little scent, while mature specimens may develop a sweet, honey-like, or slightly sickly odor that some people find unpleasant. However, smell alone is never a reliable identification feature. Taken together, the olive green cap, white free gills, ringed stem, bulbous base, and especially the presence of a sac-like vulva create a combination of characteristics that are essential for recognizing Amanita phalloides and distinguishing it from edible lookalikes. Amanita phalloides is a mycorrhizal species, forming a mutually beneficial relationship with the roots of living trees. Through this partnership, the fungus exchanges nutrients and water gathered from the soil for sugars produced by its host trees, allowing both organisms to benefit from the association. It is most commonly found in deciduous forests, particularly in association with oaks, beeches, chestnuts, and other broadleaf trees. However, it can also occur in mixed woodlands and, less frequently, alongside certain conifer species. Because it depends on living trees, it grows directly from the soil rather than from dead wood or decaying logs. The species favors fertile, well-drained soils and is often encountered in mature forests, woodland edges, parks, gardens, and other landscaped areas where suitable host trees are present. In urban environments, it may appear beneath ornamental trees, sometimes bringing this dangerous species into close proximity with people. Fruit bodies are usually found growing singly, scattered, or in small groups rather than in dense clusters. They often emerge through leaf litter, grass, or moss, and younger specimens may remain partially concealed beneath the surface. Geographically, Amanita phalloides is widespread throughout Europe and has expanded into many other parts of the world, including North America, South America, Australia, and parts of Asia. Wherever compatible host trees are established, this species can become a persistent and important component of the local fungal community. Amanita phalloides typically fruits from late summer through autumn, although the exact timing can vary depending on climate and local environmental conditions. In warmer regions, it may appear earlier in the season, while in cooler or more temperate areas it often persists well into late autumn. The species develops best under mild temperature ranges, generally between 15 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. It favors stable conditions where warm daytime temperatures are followed by cooler nights, particularly when combined with consistent soil moisture. Fruiting is closely linked to natural weather patterns rather than fixed seasonal dates. Moisture plays a crucial role in its development. Periods of sustained rainfall help trigger the formation of fruit bodies, while prolonged dry conditions can significantly reduce or delay emergence. Because it is a soil-based mycorrhizal species, it depends on both rainfall and the moisture retention capacity of the surrounding ground. It tends to favor well-drained but humus-rich soils that maintain balanced moisture levels without becoming waterlogged. Leaf litter, mossy ground, and mature forest floors provide ideal microclimatic conditions for stable growth and repeated seasonal fruiting. Amanita phalloides forms an essential part of forest ecosystems as a mycorrhizal partner, contributing to the long-term health and stability of its host trees. By connecting with tree roots, it expands the effective reach of the root system, improving the uptake of water and essential minerals from the soil. In return, it receives carbohydrates produced by the tree through photosynthesis, creating a balanced exchange that supports both organisms. This relationship enhances tree resilience, particularly in nutrient-poor or seasonally stressed environments, allowing forests to maintain productivity over long periods. Beyond individual tree support, Amanita phalloides is part of a much larger underground fungal network that links multiple plants within the same ecosystem. Through these hidden connections, it contributes indirectly to nutrient distribution and soil health, influencing the overall structure of forest communities. By participating in this symbiotic system, it plays a quiet but important role in maintaining forest stability, ensuring that energy and nutrients continue to circulate between soil and vegetation in mature woodland environments. And that's all you need to know for Amanita phalloides, the death cap. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, consider liking and subscribing. Every species plays its own role in the balance of nature, and each one is worth taking the time to understand. Whatever we explore next, we'll take our time, observe carefully, and go through it step by step together.